Hello, welcome back to the Real World Garage. We're back today. We're back on the Comet project, and we're going to finalize this soak tank today. And y'all come along as we finish up the last things we got to do. All right, what we've got to do is I've got an old extension cord, and I went ahead and I pre-cut the wires to go ahead and get everything hooked up. We've got to put some terminals on to connect to the top of the heating element. So we're going to go ahead and do that. These are just the crimp to fit, and of course I can't find my good crimping tools, so we're going to use a pair of vice grips if I can get them to work. There we go. The other end is going to get this. Here it is. Wire straightened out. This is an old extension cord. It got torn up. I had it setting aside and knew that one day I could use it, and today's that day. All right, let's see how they have this set up. Okay, no problem. Show the wire in, tighten it up. Alright, all my wires are connected. Line this little darling up. Okay, line her up. What is going on here? There, man. Okay, now tighten that down. Getting tugged loose inside. There we go. That's somewhere. I think that'll be just fine. Let's see if I can get it to start down in there. Okay. If it's going to work or not, but we'll see. I may have to get a smaller screw. All right. Go over what we've got going here. Got everything hooked up. Tuck those, fold those down just a little bit. I added a clamp here, so if somebody trips over the cable or it gets accidentally pulled on, it's not going to pull against the connectors here. I'm fixing to coat the top of this to insulate it with some silicone, keep anybody from coming into contact with it or keep any moisture from getting in it. So trick will be to not touch this until it dries. If I ever have to undo it, I'll probably just go spend another $6 and buy another element. Okay, that's pretty much it on that. Plug it up and see if any sparks fly or trips any breakers. Okay, one of the things I wanted to show you is how I attached the heating element. I went and bought a pipe coupler, and it's perfect, same thread, and it holds it right to the top. That way you don't have to worry about it moving around or getting loose. So we're fixing to drop the block down in the tank, and we're gonna get to filling her up. All right. Hopefully these bolts won't be up too high. I can just leave them in there. All right, well. And it's raining. Okay, well here we are. We've got two of the heaviest degreasers I know of. One being the Dawn and Purple Power. So we're fixing to dump it in. watch the glass. All right, tank is full. Now it's time to put on the lid and plug it up and let it cook. The lid can be a little tricky. There she is. All right. Plug it up and see what happens. Be back in a little while. We are letting it run. It has been going about an hour and 15 minutes, and let's see if we can get a look. Oh, that's must be Celsius. So there we go. We've got about 110, 115. Well, actually, this is 120, and it's 98 down here at the bottom. Okay. So what I'm doing, what I had to do was I took that cap off right there and stuck a yardstick down in there and stirred the tank, because from top to bottom down here, the temperature gradient was about a 40-degree difference. So I figured I needed to stir it. I can see where some improvements need to be made to this tank as far as being able to circulate the water. But for now, I think it's going to work fine. We're going to let it cook and we'll just keep going. All right, well, we're back out here with the soak tank. It's the next day. I came out here last night after it had been running for about 6 hours, and the temperature at the top was about 190 degrees, and the temperature toward the bottom was close to 105, somewhere in that range. It's not heating the water consistently throughout the tank, so there's probably some improvements to be made. But we're going to lift the engine up out of here to see what kind of cleaning and improvement we made to the block. So y'all hang on a minute. Alright, scuzz hadn't actually just fell off the block, but I can see where a lot of it has loosened. It looks like with a good little rinse, maybe it'll come right on off. Let's see what happens. dry and get some oil sprayed on her. Big chunks of rust came out of the cooling passages. Alright, well, had to give up on spraying it with the siphon gun. It just wasn't going to happen. I don't know what's wrong with it. We'll have to dig into that some other time. But I just wanted to give you a quick walk around and look at the block. Yes, it did work. I think I've got to make some modifications to my chemical. I think I've got to get a little bit stronger on the chemical, and I think we're going to have to cook it longer, and we've got to come up with some kind of a way to circulate the fluid to make the liquid flow in and around the block a little more. But I brought it out, hit it lightly with the brush as you saw, and all that you see here, this is all. I was thinking that this actually was something still stuck to the block, but no, this is from 1964. This is just casting flash still left on the block, and they didn't do a great lot to try to get it off. There's still a few places that did not come exactly 100% clean, but that's okay. It's 90% clean, and or 80 to 90% clean. It's still got some work to be done, but I can do the rest of that probably with brake cleaner, small brushes, and get it to where I want it. So, well, we'd like to thank you for stopping by and checking in on the Mercury Comet project. We're working on getting the block clean, and we've come pretty good little ways. And if you'd like to see more on this Mercury Comet project, watch a video coming on the screen right now.